I got the remedy. I got the perfect miracle remedy.
Hello lovelies. I know I already said something about this on the end of my last video about Trump's 5-point plan and blaming video games, but I was asking for some help with some money to replace my rig, my desktop rig, which is really starting to show its age after about 5 years, and some of the internals are older than that, so yeah, it's not coping particularly well anymore and keeps crashing, especially with video editing. So I asked for some help, and I asked for about help to get to about £1,000. Just about $1,250, I think, at the current exchange rate, but then the pound's tanking. Yeah, so we kind of blew through that target quite rapidly. In short order, you guys donated just over £1,500. Now I'm going to keep the fundraiser going to the end of the week. Maybe if I can get to 2,000 or something, I'll be able to upgrade a few components and kind of future-proof the machine. And any leftover money, I will channel into the Zealot Scholarship. It would have been Zell's birthday soon, and that seems like an appropriate thing to do. So I've raised the minimum that I need for a machine, and anything else is still greatly appreciated. But quite emotional about this. I do want to thank you all very, very much for reaching into your pockets and helping me out. It's just, without a machine, I can't work at all. And so it's quite an urgent and desperate thing. I saw a few people thumbs downing the video, but I know it's annoying when people beg for money. I know it's annoying to constantly be bombarded by people wanting you to subscribe on Patreon or Subscribestar or whatever else it might be. I know it's annoying, and that's why I was kind of tongue-in-cheek and self-conscious about it. I don't like to look for help. I think a lot of people don't like to look for help. It's one of those few really male qualities that I have, stoicism and not wanting to show weakness by asking for help. But I thought, what the hell, maybe I'll get a little bit of money towards it, which means I'll be able to get a replacement sooner or a slightly better one or whatever. And then you blew that out of the water. I always used to believe, not in karma exactly, but in that if you're good to people, if you help people out, you know, that it'll come back to you in some way. It'll help your reputation when those people are better off or whatever, and you need help, that it'll be repaid. That's taken a massive hit over the last 5 years or so. Those kind of bonds, those friendship bonds that I put so much stock in, have constantly and consistently seemed to have been eroded and destroyed. Friendship doesn't seem to mean as much to people anymore, and I have become a much more cynical person even than I already was, and I was already pretty goddamn cynical. But this restores quite a bit of my faith in humanity and my faith in the idea that if I help people out, as I try to, whenever I have a project or whenever they really desperately need help, that it will come back in some form, in some way, that it's worth helping others, because that's what I would want if I was in a dire situation, as I kind of am with this issue. So yeah, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I'm not quite overwhelmed. I would say I'm almost precisely whelmed. So any more and I would be overwhelmed. But thank you so much, everyone. I'll keep taking donations till the end of the week, and maybe I can get a better rig, future-proof the rig, and do better quality stuff. And I promise to work hard and pay back your faith in me with everything that I do. Zang.
I didn't wanna hurt you, baby. I didn't wanna hurt you. I didn't wanna hurt you, but you're pretty when you cry.
Ooh.